What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Checkerboard Podcast. We're on episode. Which one's this? Are we? Is it like 30? Is it 40?
You're one off. One off.
Oh shit.
Oh man, is it 41 or is it 39?
39.
39. Ooh, one away from 40. We're getting old, boys.
We're getting old. Kind of crazy.
But yeah, with today's episode, since I had a bit of a bye week, I had some stuff to attend to. Me and Alex will be discussing a little bit of our Animate Riley, which we still obviously want you to go
Riley, hold up.
I hope that annoys everyone who lives there. Rayleigh.
Animate Riley. He still fucked it up.
Oh man, what is it?
Raleigh. Like
Raleigh?
Like the fucking Diary Wimpy Kid character? Like Rowley?
Rowley, Zooey, Mama. I'm calling it Animate Zooey now.
Animate Zooey.
Right, y'all talking about North Carolina?
Animate Zooey.
But that's
Me
where
and the
Mr.
boys.
Beast is.
Oh, dude,
Hey,
sure, we
yo.
could have met Mr. Beast, dude. He could have gave us a rack and a half.
Yeah, unfortunately we met Christian.
What?
Yeah, wait, we'll have to talk about it. We gotta wait.
Wild.
Wait for it.
If you want to find out more about
wild.
that, stay tuned. Ooh. All right. Well, anyway, so discussing Animate Zooey, because that's just what I'm calling it now. So we've had so me and Alex, we had this trip planned for quite a while. Literally right after we went to New York, we were like, okay, we got to do this shit again.
Yep.
And my big thought process on this was like, okay, I just want to like find a place that's like stacked. Like the biggest person that I wanted to meet was both Sanji. That was actually the reason why I found Animate. Was because I wanted to meet Sanji's voice actor because one, Sanji's my favorite fictional character, and two, like he's also one of my favorite dubs. So it's like a win-win because I'm like, okay, so I get to meet kill two birds with one stone, kind of, I guess. And then I looked it up, and not only was he there, but Robin, who's like my second favorite, kind of tied for first favorite fictional character, was there, and like the whole cast of JJK. And I'm like, okay, we're just going to this.
We're just going.
And so we made the plans. We got a hotel. We fucking drove down there, and it was pretty cool. I mean, the thing that was really nice about it was that like the town is like it feels more like a town than a city. Like I didn't get the same kind of like goofery that New York had. Like when I walked out of like the subway station for New York, like I walked outside and I felt like Snoop Dogg was in the room with me, but I was outside. It was crazy. Like it was like walking out to like just a cloud of marijuana. And whether or not you think that's a good or bad thing to those in the audience is up to you, but I will say it is very weird. It is a weird experience, like walking out from underground, and then it just feels like you're in a hot box.
Especially for someone that doesn't live in like a city, because I
live in buttfuck
NPA,
nowhere,
bro. Yeah, it's not like the MPA, bro.
Yeah, no, I live in the middle of nowhere, so it was a very very disorienting experience. No disrespect to like New York Comic Con or anything like that, but like the thing that was really cool about this is like it was like we pulled into the city and it was like the convention was right there. There's like a pretty reasonable parking garage like across the street. For a parking garage for an event, it was pretty cheap, all things considered as well. Like I think it was like $10 to park all day, which like most places are like $400 to park all day, please. So like I mean, again, $10 to park is still like stupid because it's $10 to park. But I think like the one time I went to a Ravens game a few years ago, it was like $40 to park or something stupid like that.
Damn.
So W on that. Very very pleasant city. Very cool experience.
Literally, like all we had to do was park across the street from it, and we were there. Like it was so fucking nice. Oh, but one thing I will add, because you kind of skipped right over it, is we had a few stops on the way to the actual like convention. Ooh, excuse me. We had a few stops on the way to the convention and to our hotel and shit. And our first stop, I want to say, was in Virginia. And dude, oh my god, we went inside to the Virginia stop thing just to use the restrooms quick, and I swear to God, as we were leaving, dude, the Swedish chef from the Muppets was literally standing out there, dude. Oh my god, like.
Dude, okay, yeah, like there's a janitor who's working out front, just doing his job and cleaning. But like bro was like talking, like he had like a walkie-talkie, and bro just like clicks onto his walkie-talkie. Bro just says hurdy birdie dirty birdie dirty dirty dirty.
What the fuck? Bro, that's an NPC, bro. Like I usually don't like saying that, but bro, that's actually an NPC.
Dude,
bro.
yeah.
Like bro has a quest for you.
Dude,
so
what would the quest have been? Though? I don't know. What would it have been? No, that was that was so freaking funny. Like it was the most out of pocket thing I think I've ever seen because like the dude, because I mean, one for the life of me, I have no attempt as to what language that was. I don't think it was a language, but the bro did not look like. Bro just looked like a janitor like a guy who plays a janitor in a Disney sitcom. It was the most out of pocket thing I think I've ever seen. Because oh my lord, that was the funniest thing. Like I remember, like he just starts yapping, like me and Alex like walking out of the bathroom. And we hear that, and like, we walk out of the building, and I just look at him and I go, hurdy birdie dirty dirty. And like the fuck? The whole time, like every time that there's anybody that we caught yapping the entire weekend, we just look at each other and go dirty birdie dirty dirty.
It was so funny, dude.
Oh inside joke, bro.
Bro, it was crazy. It was so funny.
Yeah. At fucking New York Comic Con, it was Courage the Cowardly Dog and but no, this time we got the Swedish chef. Hurdy dirty birdie 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 birdie.
You gotta have a label for the yappers.
Maybe bro was just making
label.
noises.
Maybe
noises to make noises.
Honestly, that's probably like. I think I think the craziest thing about it too, and like I don't want to. As funny as this is, I don't want to dwell on this too long. But like the craziest thing about this is like, I feel like everyone else was not that thrown off by it. Because there's a lot of people in the building. Like nobody made like a second glance. No one like looked over their shoulder to like confirm what bro was saying or whatever. Like everyone was just fine with it. Like I'm like, are we all okay? Like as a community, are we all okay? Are we good?
Apparently not. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. There was a bunch of things when we were in Virginia that were like, I don't think we have to talk about all of them, but like, yeah, like. Virginia was such a fucking weird state, dude.
Yeah, dude, 10 miles past the county line, like seeing your first Confederate flag, and I'm like, oh, that is bro,
so... we gotta turn around, bro. That's so crazy.
All right, bro, we gotta leave. I don't know if we can be here.
Yeah, no,
Virginia, bro. Virginia's cursed.
At first we thought
so much going on.
At first we thought that was like North Carolina, but then we literally got to the North Carolina line and we're like, wait, that wasn't even fucking North Carolina.
It kind of returned to normalcy after that. Like it was like, all right, we're being chilly now, guys. We're sorry about that. We're sorry about those those Virginia people.
But yeah, I mean,
I didn't see anything sus when we were there.
No. Yeah,
no. Dude, we'll talk about it on the drive back, but because that was all the drive back, dude. Virginia's fucking weird. But let's get into like the actual like the literal convention. Or was there another stop? Because I'm not gonna lie, like the drive to, I kind of completely like it's completely like gone for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, okay. Well, the one other thing, it wasn't really the drive to, but it was at the hotel. Dude, we literally get to the hotel, and in front of like right as you walk in, there's a big sign that's like guest of the day, and it had my fucking name written down. I was like, no fucking way, I'm literally the guest of the day.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no.
Dude, yeah, he was the guest of the day at the hotel.
What does that mean? You get like free fucking breakfast or some shit?
Well, no,
we got free breakfast anyway.
Oh,
we got like a little goodie box.
Here, I'll send it in chat. But like, yeah, no, literally, we walk into the hotel, and first thing I see is guest of the day, Alex, and then I'm not gonna say my last initial, but like, yeah, like it was so funny. Like what? And then there was like a whole
what the hell?
There was a whole meme the whole time we were there because Gojo, one of the characters from Jujutsu Kaisen, he has this line where he's like, "Among heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one." And I'm like, yeah, dude, I might be the honored one. I might be the honored one, just because.
Bro might be him. Bro got the Hilton Hotel guest of the day.
Yeah, it was that hotel. Like, I'm not gonna dwell on this for long, but like, dude, that hotel, genuinely one of the nicest hotels I feel like I've ever been. Like, actually, too. And I think
so.
Yeah, I feel like it. Like, dude,
it was pretty comparatively. It was pretty cheap as well. Like, and the only like quote unquote negative thing was that we were like 15 from the convention center or something like that.
Which but, I don't really think it was that.
That's not even that big of a deal. And then also on top of that, like we were literally like we were right next to a mall. Granted, dead ass mall. Like holy fuck. But like,
did you guys go? You went to the mall?
Yeah, we walked in, like walked around a little bit.
We got Chick-fil-A, you know.
Yeah, we went.
Dude, I want Chick-fil-A so fucking bad, bro. Holy shit,
bro.
When I go to the mainland, bro,
for such a long time. Huh?
I haven't, bro. I'm about to go. When I go to the mainland, bro, I'm about to get some Chick-fil-A, bro.
Hell yeah!
Literally, I'll be there tomorrow.
Do they not have it in Hawaii?
Not on the Big Island, bro.
Damn. Nah. Oh wait, you said you're gonna be mainland tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm actually leaving today. I'm going to New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So that's why. Yeah, bro. I'm actually gonna link up. I'm about to flick up at Twister's, bro. I'm about to slide to the car wash.
Damn, bro. Bro's gonna go to Los Pollos Hermanos. It's crazy.
Nah, dude. I'll send pictures, bro. It'll be good.
Yo, dude. That's funny because like literally like one of the other like conventions we're thinking about going to, Gustavo Fring himself will be there.
No, bro, that's awesome. You guys have to get a picture with him if you see him.
Dude, yeah, if we end up going, I'm definitely gonna get a picture of him. But
oh yeah, I wanna get I think that what my strat is I'm gonna bring like a cardboard cutout of like just like the Breaking Bad like PNG background, like the orange brown gradient background. I'm just gonna pull it out of my backpack and just be like, all right, take a picture with me behind this.
No, you have to get him to say last chance to look at me. You have to say get him to say last chance to look at me.
True.
I feel like he would not like I feel like bro, he's such like a fucking
such a cool guy.
Like yeah, such a goated dude. I feel like he could just lock into the character like a switch, bro. Like he could just go right into the character of Gus, dude.
Facts.
Say it like perfectly.
Yeah, it'd be a very cool experience, but yeah, fuck no. Okay, the hotel was dope as fuck, free breakfast. Et cetera, et cetera. It had some pretty like the surroundings were really nice. And then day one, man. I mean, the good thing is that comparatively from Animate to NYCC, it feels like me and him had like a lot more of a plan.
Yeah, we had like a lot
we kind of
were
like because with New York Comic Con, dude, the thing about New York, dude, they did not know. Bro did not know what they were doing. Like there were so many guests.
There's so much stuff too there, like overwhelming almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I will say though, like I think New York Comic Con's a cooler experience, but I think that like I enjoyed this one a little bit more just because it felt like I was actually able to like kind of enjoy the experience because like I felt like I kind of like by the end of it I'm like, okay, I felt like I got to do everything. Like I feel like I got to do everything at New York Comic Con, but or not do everything, but like there's just so much because like there's so many exclusives that like your time ends up becoming just waiting. Like most of the time that you spend at New York Comic Con is waiting in line for something. And not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but like because I think that the experience itself kind of like, you know, if someone walked up to me and asked you, like, you know, do you feel like you got the amount of money back that you put in enjoyment? And I would say absolutely yes, because like it's one of the things that I look back on and I'm the most fond of. And I would say the same thing for this as well, because like a lot of the experiences that we got to have with a lot of the voice actors was very awesome, and getting to meet them, like the voice, like meeting these people, I think that's like one of the biggest reasons to go to like one of these events. Like meeting, like we'll obviously like we're literally about to get into some of these guys, but yeah, like these were all again like another set of phenomenal people. Like there were literally no L's. It was just great across the board. which I guess will bring us into our first person. So the first one, so our day one strategy was we wanted to get in around 3 people. Number one was Roy, or I'm sorry, well, yeah, Roy Lamau,
Yeah.
Ray Chase, who is the voice of Sukuna. And like it was like, okay, Alex is gonna get a pop signed by him. I'm getting a pop signed by him. He's definitely gonna have a pretty big line for like most of the weekend. So we got to get this done. Like this has got to be like one of the first ones that we do, because I think that even somebody who does not watch Jujutsu Kaisen or know anything about it could acknowledge that like he has one of those voices for a character that like it's one of those ones that you can't just like duplicate. You can't just copy it. There's no real like impersonating this voice. It's so phenomenal. It's so menacing. It's so chilling. But yeah, so we go up. We had to wait about we got at 10, which is when it opened, and then at 11 was when the voice actor started getting there. So we got there a little early, and we got there a little early before he actually got there. But like we were like the second or third person who showed up. And the funniest aspect of this was that so I went in and I got to get my pop sign, and then I also found out that the guy who voices Gojo and the guy who voices Sukuna have like the exact same artist who like draws like, you know, like picture. If you don't bring a Funko Pop or a figure or whatever to get signed, you can just buy like one of these posters and get that signed. And him and Gojo have the same ones, and I was like, okay, if I get this Sukuna one and I get this signed, then I can have like, you know, both of them and like hang them up next to each other, which I literally have right now. Both chilling like up above all my signed Funkos. And I'm like, this will be perfect and it'll look really cool. And then so I went up and I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to like, because with a lot of these places, if you want to get like a quote, like a character quote on them, you got to pay like an extra, like you got to pay extra money for it, which they also kind of added in a new philosophy since, because in New York Comic Con, it was like $10 for just a quote. Like it was like any length, anything. Like you could probably get like they wouldn't do it, but like, you know, it would cost the same amount for you to get like Nah, I'd Win and the entire Bible, theoretically speaking. But now it's like, oh, it's like $10 per every like 6 words or 3 words or something like that. And so I'm like, nah, fuck that noise. I'm not doing that. But for Alex, it was for his brother, so he wanted to get like a little thing on it because his brother wanted to get a little thing, like a little quote on it. Yeah. And I go up, and the first thing I do is I start glazing, bro. Like I'm like, dude, you have like one of my favorite voices. Like I'm like gassing this guy. I mean, I'm not doing it for this purpose. Like I genuinely just want to thank him for his performance because it's amazing. And then he just throws 2 free quotes on my. He throws a free quote on my Funko and a free quote on my poster. So I'm like, me and him paid the same price. Paid the same price, and I got 2 things signed with quotes, and he got 1 thing signed with a quote. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
wah, wah, wah.
That's fucking wild. Okay.
Although that's more of a assistant L than like, because Ray would have 100% signed your thing with a quote, whether or not it said that. I'm very confident of that.
Yeah,
I feel like he's kind of like Johnny Young Bosch, where he just would have done that, and it's like that's an assistant L. It's not a him L.
Fucking, I can't wait to talk about that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my god. But yeah, Ray Chase, pretty cool guy. Dude, but I think my favorite was I still say it, like, even though Johnny Youngbosch was there and I love that guy, I still think my favorite, like, signature that we got was the one right afterwards, because, dude, Nico Robin, Stephanie Young, genuinely one of the nicest fucking voice actors I've ever met, dude.
Facts.
She was talking to us about, like, how, like, she has her name changed, like, her name that she goes by is Stephanie Young, but it's like that's not her actual last name. Like I think it's her maiden name, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And like that's what she accidentally wrote, like, her current name on my pop, and she's like, "Oh, would you want me to like redo the whole thing just because I accidentally did?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Like if you want to fix the like that part, I mean that's fine by me. I don't personally mind either way." And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of glazing because I'm like, dude, this is genuine. Like, I really hope I didn't word it wrong to her, because I genuinely didn't like mean it like in a bad way at all. But like, Gunnar, I'm not sure if you're aware of like the discourse of like how people will go like dub versus sub when it comes to animes. Like, I essentially said to her, I said, honestly, your line delivery for the quote that I chose has genuinely got to be one of the best dub performances of all time. And for the people that say like sub or dub just can't carry the emotion that dub does, like that whole line delivery right there is like the complete proof that dub can like compete with sub and carry the same amount of emotion. You know what I mean? So that like I didn't word it like that in person because I was kind of like fumbling over my words, just because I don't know, in the heat of the moment I'm not good at that stuff. But like I'm hoping that she understood what I meant, because I genuinely
I'm sure she did. Like,
I hate those.
Yeah, no, I think she didn't seem like she was flabbergasted by like what you said. Which also, by the way, Gunnar, skip to like 147 in there. That's what we're talking about. And the most wild aspect about that too is it was done in one fucking
take.
recording.
One take.
147.
Skip to 147. Yeah,
I'm gonna listen.
It is genuinely just one of the most impressive voice acting sequences I think ever. And like not even just in voice acting, but like if you count like, you know, like the literal like voice sounding in a literal movie, it's good. It's fucking raw. It feels real. It feels convincing. And it's also from one of my favorite moments of One Piece in the entire series. And again,
Should I watch One Piece?
Single. Yes, you should.
Yes.
Bro, this looks kind of cool. Wait, what's the context? Like, she wants to join Monkey D. Luffy?
If you want to know the context, watch it, buddy.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil that because that's really
Monkey D. Luffy, bro. We think bro.
True. No. But no, I would I'm not gonna lie, I would never give away the context of this scene to anybody who does not know. This is, I think, one of the highest moments of One Piece right here. Like, this is one of the peaks of not even just One Piece, one of the peaks of shonen, one of the peaks of fiction itself.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this like episode 1000 or some shit, bro?
No,
this is like it's technically speaking, this is like in the 400s, but
God damn.
Wait, no, that's not in the 4. That's like 200 episodes in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the 200 to 300 episodes in.
Okay, hang on. One episode is, although if you watch One Piece, it's like episode like 80. So
yeah, it's in episode 263 is when Eni's lobby starts. So it's like mid 200s, early 300s. So yeah.
Word.
But anyway.
But yeah, again, if you watch One Piece, it's episode 80. So
yeah. But anyway, voice actress. I mean, you're promoting One Piece. One Piece is pirating.
Yo, true.
So
swashbuckling mateys.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so I mean, definitely very cool voice actress. I'm so glad we got to meet her because she was so cool.
Facts. It's the only signed pop that sits on my desk. All the other ones are like on my shelf back there. But then again, also like my keyboard is purple and it has the I have like a metallic keycap that has Robin's Jolly Roger on it and shit. Like, it's one of my favorite fucking characters of all time. So
yeah. Anyway, the next person we met, I'm pretty sure was Johnny Yongbosh, who is honestly probably one of my favorite voice actors of all time. He voices a lot of fucking characters. He voices the characters in my profile picture. He voices Ichigo from Bleach. He voices my man Sasori.
Sasori, my man.
He has a lot of really good voices, like point being made. So he was the most anticipated voice actor for me to meet, and we get into his line, and we're getting towards the front. And as we're getting towards the front, there's this kid that goes up to talk to him, and he didn't have anything he wanted to get signed. He just wanted to go over and say hi to him because he's probably his favorite voice actor too. And Johnny Yongbosh is like, you know what? Let's take a picture. Even though you guys didn't pay for a picture, let's take a picture. And dude, what do you know? Actually, he's gonna have to pay for that. His fucking assistant says, because this fucking assistant.
What?
Dude, his assistant was a cornball. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think that like every cringy, annoying, stupid thing that a person can possibly like the most like Reddit thing that any individual can say in any given moment, and that bro said all of them. Like he was wild. That man was an abomination to society, truthfully speaking. I mean, yeah, okay, so yeah, you got that kid. You got that kid who's like, like just, oh boy, I get to meet the voice actor of Sabo, my favorite character, and he was like so excited, gets a picture, and the bro's like, all right, they have to pay for that, and then Johnny Goat Bosch is like, no, they're fine, they're all right, and then we go up to pay, and like, I'm literally like, I'm not even talking to bro, like, I'm talking to Alex, and I'm like, I like point out because he also plays the is it the green or the black Power Ranger?
The black one, I want to say.
Okay. So yeah, he plays a black Power Ranger, and so like, and he was like really young when he did this. So I look at him and I'm like, hey, look, it's Johnny Young Bosch, and I'm like, I am fully the way that I said it. The way that I phrased it, the way that I like nuanced my sentence, you could very well tell that like the joke was that it's not funny. Like that what I just said isn't funny in any capacity. Like I think I literally said it like, "Hey guys, look, it's Johnny Young Bosch." And then bro hits me with the that was so funny, I forgot to laugh. Unironically. Fucking
No. I'm like, I swear he does the fake laugh too. I bet he's like, ha.
That was so funny. I forgot
to bro,
laugh.
Like bro did the crocodile laugh from One Piece. Like did the like dude, what?
It was so cheesy, bro. That guy was like,
and he's like,
what
oh,
a fucking weirdo.
He's like, oh, I'm over here. I gotta shiny hunt my Rowlet. Which I mean, nothing wrong with playing Pokemon Go, but I don't know, something about him playing Pokemon Go just felt cringe to me.
Like, yeah, especially while working.
Especially while you're literally working Johnny Youngbosh. Like, hello? What the fuck are you doing? But anyway, I mean, aside from that cringe lord, Johnny Youngbosh was so fucking cool, dude. Genuinely such a nice guy. Like, he was one of those voice actors that, like, asks our names. Like, he was talking to, like, what's your favorite, like, portrayal? Like, where'd you first hear my voice or whatever? And, like, he was such a cool guy. Like, I didn't even pay for a quote for, like, this one thing that I got signed from my one friend that got me into Bleach. But he put a quote on there anyway. And I was like, wow, okay, that's...
Oh, he also, he put a quote on your Lelouch, thing as well.
That's true, he did. He put, join the rebellion on my Lelouch, which was so fucking cool. I was so happy about that.
Yeah. Dude, literally the voice actors that just like kind of go out of their way to like put a quote on anyway, even if you don't pay for it. Like that's like the shit that like I live for. That's like, because I know that a lot of these people would like genuinely do this shit for free, but it's that the money that they make from this pays their assistants' paychecks. So
yeah,
such an L. I think the only assistant that's not an L is like all the besides Well, actually, no. I mean, Sukina's wasn't really an L. He just didn't really do anything. He was just kind of chilling. But like all the JJK assistants were all like really chill. Like they were all very, very cool people.
Well, Kaiji Tangs is literally his wife, so I mean,
yeah.
But like, yeah. So I think after Gojo, was that when we met Uncle Ruckus?
Yeah, that's when we met Uncle Ruckus. This was. Dude,
Gunnar,
this
Gunnar,
was
one
of the
Ruckus
most
is?
wild experiences.
No, I don't.
No?
Okay, so Uncle Ruckus, we'll give some very quick backstory. So Uncle Ruckus is a character from the Boondocks whose entire joke is that like he is a black person who acts like somebody who would fly around with the Confederate flag.
You've probably seen that guy before, Gunnar. I put him in the chat.
Okay.
So basically his whole joke is that he's like convinced that he has a condition called revitiligo, which is the opposite. Like, so Michael Jackson had vitiligo. So like he got like his pigmentation got lighter as he aged. And so he's convinced that he's a white guy who like his skin got more pigmentation over time and more not melanin. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know biology. Over time. And so like he says these insanely like racist out of pocket things, but like he is black. And so we
That's
go
crazy.
up to him,
What the fuck?
and my friend who introduced me to the Boondocks, I'm like, okay, I gotta get something signed for him. And so I go up to him. I'm like second or third in line, right? Or wait, no, I think that was for somebody else. Okay, disregard that. So we go into line, and we get the thing signed by him. And I walk up to him and stuff like that, and he hits so every time Uncle Ruckus walks in the scene, he hits like there's like this music that plays, and he just goes wow wow wow, and then like he says something that's insanely out of pocket. And then like he just starts talking to me. He's like so nice to me, and then like Alex yaps and is like, "Oh yeah, I'm actually a little bit I actually am a little bit Hispanic," and he's like, "Well, now you had to go and ruin my impression of you."
Damn, what the fuck? Bro,
like, no,
that's
dude,
crazy.
like,
What the
but
fuck?
the funny, like, it's it's all character. Like the actual actor himself is such an awesome person. He was a delight.
He's like
He was a delight to talk to. And like we're in line and we're chatting, and then like there's like 3 people who get in line behind us. And there's the guy at the end of the line is white, and he says, bro literally says, "Well, no, y'all let the white man in front of the line." And like the bro just looks there. He's like, "Am I actually supposed to go to the front of the line?" He's like, "Yep, I'm being serious. Get him up front." And bro actually lets him cut in front of the fucking line, dude. It's so crazy. Like he's so dedicated to the bit, and I'm so down for it. It was so everyone around him was like laughing and like having such a good time. It was so funny.
That's good.
And so and then yeah, so my friend is also like he has a little bit of Colombian in him. Although I'm pretty sure I told him the wrong thing. I think I
Cuban. You said Cuban.
Yeah, Cuban. Although my friend was like, it's funnier that he got my race wrong, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. And so yeah, he's like the signature was like I'm gonna leave out his name, but it was like, "Oh, so and so, I'm so glad I didn't get to meet your half white, half Cuban ass Uncle Ruckus." I'm like, Jesus.
No relation.
No relation. Like, it's so good. It's so good. And then to those who know who Uncle Ruckus is and like knows about his theme music, he was telling us about this one time where I think Gary Williams, that's the name of the actor himself, but whoever voices the there's another character in the Boondocks who he's friends with in real life. He was hanging out with him, and like he was like talking about how he played that like the Uncle Ruckus theme one time when he went over to his house, and he was like, "What the hell is this? Like, what are you playing?" And he's like, "You have a theme song." He's like, "What do you mean I have a theme song?" He's like, "Dude, you literally have a fucking theme song when your character goes on board." He's like, "I literally didn't know that." And then he was like talking about how like now he like fucking loves it and thinks it's the funniest shit ever. But like he went like 8 years of like recording the show without knowing that he had like this little like theme song that plays whenever he goes on screen.
Dude, that's so funny.
Oh, it was so cool. It was so cool. But yeah, he was a very great experience. He was very, very, very funny. It's nice. Like, it's nice having an experience like that, like where, you know, everyone can like kind of be like disheartened. I don't want to say disheartened. That's not the right word. I'm kind of like missing the right word here.
Everyone
but, like,
can be in on the joke.
There was no animosity. Like you can joke about things, and like it was just pleasant. It was very nice. The energy was very kind, despite what was being said, and it's very good. I think that's like one of the best things that like this character has produced. Because I think that everyone, like, to some degree, should be able to, like, laugh at themselves, because I know that I laugh at myself for a lot of shit.
But yeah, I think it was him, and then I want to say that was... Oh, no, wait. The last person we met, if I'm correct that day... Or did we meet two more people? What day did we meet Eugene?
I think we wrapped up with I want to say we met Yuji on day 2. I want to say we just wrapped up with Gojo and then went to get I want to say we wrapped up with Gojo, and then after that we went to get like we just went to get dinner and stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what happened. Cause I'm looking at like the video, and I don't see the UG. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we wrapped up Gojo, which, as we already stated in our New York Comic Con podcast, obviously Gojo is the GOAT. Genuinely love that man. He's so cool,
Mm-hmm.
so down to earth, and like, dude, his voice roles are just really good. Very good. And he signed my copy of Berserk that I got, which I still have to read more of. I finished the first volume, but like, I need to get more of the black books.
Yeah.
But
Gotta get him up to speed. Yeah, another great experience. Wrapped up. Good way to wrap up day one. Pretty. I think that like one of the best things about the venue as well was like the venue was a lot easier to like kind of navigate. Like literally I think that like the weirdest. I mean obviously. But like one of the weird things about New York Comic Con was like literally I remember on day one, like at the end of the day, like we found out that there was like another like entire section to New York Comic Con. And we're like, what the fuck? Like we were like, did we just miss something? And we like missed like 3 or 4 entire sections. But I felt like after day one, like we kind of had everything down and like um we kind of knew like what to do, where to go, etc., etc. So yeah, it was cool. We went and then I almost forgot about what happened at dinner time. Freaking
what happened?
you don't remember the fan, the certain fan at the
Oh
Domino's?
motherfucker! Yeah, that fucking guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you want to talk about that guy?
Oh no, yeah, I'll talk about him. So after we left the convention, we went to go get frames for some of our like posters we got hung, but we also wanted to get Domino's because like we literally were just like, yeah, we can fucking tear up a whole fucking pizza. So me and him both went to Domino's. We're wearing like our shit from like when we were at the convention, so we have like or like I at least had my like badge on, and I was probably wearing like an anime shirt, and so was Liam. And
Yeah,
so
well, I was wearing a shirt with Yamato on it, which is what sparked the conversation.
And so this guy comes over and he checks us out. And he's like, oh, you guys are One Piece fans. He's like, and he saw Yamato, and Yamato is a character that people have been saying, oh, Yamato should join the Straw Hats, and
Because she should.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, she probably should. And this guy's like, oh, my favorite character was Carrot. Carrot should have definitely joined the Straw Hats. And for context, for people that don't know who fucking Carrot is this like essentially, how do you even
Furry?
Well, yeah, she's like
Yo!
she's like she's a thing called a mink, which is like a half human, half like animal thing.
Furry.
Sure, yeah, let's call it a furry. not actually furry, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so the thing about Carrot is a lot of people don't really like Carrot because honestly, she's not that interesting of a character. She doesn't have like any background lore that's interesting. She's kind of an annoying character. Like she's kind of like the female version of Chopper if Chopper wasn't funny. Essentially, think of it like that.
Well, okay, all right, Gunnar. You know, like those like characters in like kids shows and stuff like that. That like their entire purpose is they serve no purpose. They just gas up. Like they just gas up everyone else. Like they're like, OMG, you're like the coolest person and coolest thing ever. And like they don't contribute anything to the plot or to anyone else around them other than just saying that the main cast is cool, which we fucking know after about 1,000 chapters.
I see.
That is her. And people are like, oh, this character should join the main crew. When the other like contender for a person joining the main crew is like the Yamato character. She is a person who has like, has like a purpose, behind joining the crew because like she has important information about the world. She has important ties to Luffy's family. She's strong as fuck in verse, and she's also interesting, which is like an important aspect and doesn't just do things besides like glaze people.
She's not a glazer.
Like, yo, pause, bro. Pause.
Well, actually, that's not true. She's an Odin glazer, but that's alright.
But though. Is that not valid?
But she's valid to do so.
Valid. That shit valid. I'm an Odin glazer. Not pause. I don't care if that's gay. I'll say it again. But yeah, no, just like it's like one of those things like where like if any of you guys know that like fucking screenshot from SpongeBob where it's like Squidward and Mr. Krabs looking at each other after SpongeBob was like yapping about how he wants to be a fry cook there. Like that was me, like literally me and Default like looked over at each other like, what is Blood talking about? Like we're like, what is bro on right now? And this bro just like yapping about like 30 different things. And we're just like, yep, yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna go now.
He was a nice guy, don't get us wrong.
No, he was.
But like, man, bro had the worst One Piece take, and I could not like, no.
Yeah, he got caught in a state of yappage and he got caught in a bit of yappage, honestly.
I can respect a One Piece fan. I can't respect a One Piece fan that's a Carrot fan. That's all I'll say. Anyway, but yeah, literally me and Liam fucking had our pizzas, and I kid you not, we fucking like had those pizzas and we got knocked out, dude. Like
food coma, bro.
Bro, it literally that shit was like, it was crazy because like me and him were like literally like, all right, let's slap on the moist critical. Let's just eat some fucking pizzas, and we were fucking out, bro. It was Jover. I remember like waking up. I felt like a college kid like waking up with like a one slice of pizza right next to me because like dude, we munched up both of those things. Like, I think me and him ate.
It was a long ass day, bro.
Dude, facts, yeah. Day. It was a fucking long day, but yeah, it was peak, dude. Falling asleep to like moist critical is like one of those things that's like, oh, it's peak.
It's like a fever dream, bro. It's like, bro, you wake up in the middle of the night with the fucking like autoplay, like sent you down like a rabbit hole, bro, and then you wake up to like some fucking random ass video, bro.
Oh, facts.
That's funny.
But yeah, like literally both days we woke up at 3 a.m. just because, I don't know. I think
we fell asleep so early.
Yeah, we fell asleep so early. And also, I think we were just really fucking hyped and couldn't go back to sleep. That's my guess.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know that's definitely the case with me. I definitely could not go back to sleep because I was hyped. But
yeah, same. It was a very cool experience, which gets us into I'm trying to think. No, I think we walked around. There's not really anything to talk about with that mall anyway, but like I think that we did that like on day one anyway.
Yeah.
Or maybe like when we got there on Friday, I think, or something. I don't know. But there's not really anything to talk about with that mall.
But you got something to talk about with the first voice actor we met on day 2.
Yo, true. You want to take that one away?
Me? No, that's your voice actor, dude. I'm gonna take Black Lung Fraudgy away from you, dude.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't know. I know I've been yapping a lot like today, like with this so far. But so I was like, I don't want to.
Bro, these stories.
Okay. So this one. I mean, it'll probably still be entertaining, but I don't know. So this was the first thing that we did on day one was literally the reason why we were there. So this is the voice actor for Sanji, who's like the main cook, like one of the main characters, like one of the first couple Straw Hats in One Piece. And so he like, I was literally like, I was talking to Default about this as well. Like I have some, I have got some reasons as to why Sanji's my favorite. Like there's like he has some like, his like kind of backstory, his shit that he goes through is just like very personal and like relatable to me as an individual because it's a lot of like family shit with like, I don't want to yap about my past and about my life, but just family shit not fitting in with your family. I'm sure a lot of people nowadays can get that, but like it's the way that they handle it is very like chef's kiss, pun intended.
Yep.
And his voice work with it as well is exceptional. And I was going through a lot when I went through with my family when I went through the specific part in the story called Whole Cake Island. And it fucking helped me the hell out. And it is why Sanji has been my favorite since then. And like, yeah, getting to meet him, like he was such a fucking cool dude. He was a phenomenal person to have a conversation with. And like, so yeah, I got the chance to like thank him for his performance and like thank him for like all that stuff. Just fucking performing that well with it. Because dude, a lot of people kind of go to fiction, which like even he was talking about, like, dude, he's like, I'm one of those people that like when I am having a rough time, I go to fiction too. Like sometimes it's just nice to disassociate.
I honestly thought he was really fucking humble and cool for that, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
I love the way that, like, you and him were fucking talking. Like, I didn't even really want to talk. Not in a rude way. I didn't want to talk to him, but like, you and him, I knew that was the reason you wanted to go there. So I left Moses talking to you, dude.
Which I appreciate. But yeah, no, I have literally nothing but like fantastic things to say about like both him as a person and just like his experience, like the experience of meeting him, his work itself, and the thing that's so like kind of cool about it as well. And this is like one of the things that I love to see with these voice actors is like that both him and Stephanie Young, who are both from One Piece, were like fucking like they're friends. Like I like seeing like, you know, the kind of connections between these people. Like it's nice knowing that they're kind of like they like being with each other and they like existing around each other and they like the fact that they are, you know, people with each other. Like that's a cool thing to see. Like with the JJK cast, I think they all play Magic the Gathering together and some shit. Like as a person who's like an outsider, like, you know, you're talking to somebody who you've only ever experienced them impersonating a character that isn't real, like seeing, you know, having a conversation with him and, you know, getting him like, you know, being like, hey man, I understand, like I have pieces of media that I go to when I'm having tough times, and like seeing like their bonds and their it's very like it makes it feel all the more real, and it makes you just like kind of appreciate these voice actors even more. Like it's just a very cool experience. Like getting this side of them is like it's a treat to say the least. It's very cool. And yeah, if like literally Eric Vale, if you ever fucking watch this for some random ass reason, just fucking thank you again.
Goat.
A goat for sure.
After him, I want to say, is that when we met Yuji? Do we meet Yuji after him?
I think we just kind of did some brisk shopping at that. Like we walked around because there was a lot of really cool like independent artists, and some pretty cool Funko booths that were around. Like there was that one place that wasn't fucking scalping prices because the voice actors were there.
Yeah, that booth was awesome. I got a bunch of like. I got Boa from One Piece there. I got Roy Mustang, which Gunnar, you know Roy Mustang, you know the GOAT.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know him, bro. I know him.
I copped Roy Mustang, and I forget who the last one was, but I remember getting.
Didn't you get a Doflamingo as well? I think you got 2 One Piece ones.
No, I had Doflamingo. Who was it? Now I'm kind of curious. I don't know, but like, yeah, I remember getting 3 pops there. And then, I don't know. I genuinely don't remember who it was. But anyway,
yeah, I think that when you did that, that's when I went and bought the Yuji pop, because I was thinking to myself, like, Yuji's kind of my goat. He's my boy. I've been vibing with him a lot, like heavy. Post seeing Shibuya animated, as well as a lot of like what's been going on with the current JJK manga. And Adam also does a really good job with Yuji's voice as well. So I like
his Yuji voice. I really love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was another cool experience. Literally, like anyone, if you are a JJK fan watching this, like make the effort to go and meet them. Even if you can't get something signed, make the effort to go and meet them, because they're very, very cool people. Like I was literally just talking to them about like, you know, we're just literally talking about like card games and shit like that. Because even though I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I do understand Magic the Gathering. And I understand Magic the Gathering, but me and him were also talking about there's something like Coliseum. Like there's like a card game coming out that's literally just like decks built around anime. So there's gonna be like a Jujutsu Kaisen deck and like a Demon Slayer deck, and stuff like that. Like you like basically battle animes against different animes and stuff. So that'll be cool. But yeah, like we were talking about that. Just a chill dude. And then I think after that was Max, right?
Yeah, we met Max Middleman, who is the voice of Saitama, as well as who else does he voice?
Miruem.
Oh yeah, Miruem. And then my personal favorite is Ryuji from Persona 5, because man, that guy is, I don't know, I love Ryuji so much. Genuinely one of the like main motivating like characters to make me want to play Persona 5, because he's such a fun guy. I love Ryuji. So I literally didn't even have to say the quote. He knew the quote. He knew what it was. He's like, for real? Like, dude, it's such, I don't know, it's such a, like, tiny quote, but it's such a good one. I love it. So, he was very cool. And then after that, I want to say that's when we met. Actually, no, then we did a little walking around. We got a picture, like, with the Ace statue. And then I think we were just about to leave. And then Liam's like, you know what? Let's get Megami signed. The last cast member of JJK, the last one we had to meet. Because we met all the other ones at here, like, from the past day or two. And we also met the other ones over at, like, New York Comic Con. So, all we had to meet was Robbie Damon. So we went over, we got in line. We both got a Megami Pop. And then Liam paid for a picture for me and him to get, like, you know, a picture of him because we wanted to do an Odin pose, which is a character from One Piece. And man, those pictures were so fire. And the fact that he, like, let each of us take a picture, like, on my phone, like, he got pictures of just Liam, he got pictures of the both of us, and then he got pictures of just me, and I was like, dude, what a fucking awesome guy. Genuinely, like, I think Robbie Damon had to be the most energetic, like, dope voice actor there. Like,
facts. Yeah.
He was so hype the whole fucking time. Oh, there's one other voice actor we met. I'm trying to remember his name, but he's the main character of the Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, dude. He plays Arthur Morgan, which I got to play a little bit of Red Dead 2 now, because I bought the game finally. And I enjoy it. Very good. I forget what his name is. I'm kind of blanking, but, like, he was a really cool guy. He was talking to us a bit about, like, what was it? Like, he was telling us about, like, how him with, like, he wanted to play the game on PS5, but he has a digital version, so he would have to buy the whole game again. Like, for someone that didn't know shit about Red Dead, this guy was really cool to talk to as well. Like, and he got...
Bro had all the insider.
Yeah,
Bro was the insider.
Yeah, he was real nice. Because I got shit signed for my girlfriend from him, so... for someone that didn't really know shit about Red Dead, like, yeah, he was cool. Very cool guy. I just wish I knew more about Red Dead. Dude, thank you.
I got you.
But yeah, no, so that was it. That was pretty much all of the convention from what I remember, and then Liam pretty much had to drive a good majority of the way back, because, dude, I was, like, knocked out from that trip. Like...
Yeah, bro was feeling a little sleepy.
I was feeling a little eepy. What can I say? Dude, and then, like, when we were on the way there, I drove, like, pretty much the whole way there because Liam was a little bit eepy. So we kind of had it reverse. I drove there, and then Liam drove back, essentially. It was pretty fun, though. Definitely can't complain about the trip. Did you say you had something you want to talk about on the way back?
Oh, fuck, what was it?
Was it the Dunkin'?
I know there was some... Oh, no. It wasn't the Dunkin'. It was the fact that, like, okay, so we were talking about on the way there, right? We were talking about how there was, like, you know, the Confederate flags all over Virginia and stuff like that, and a bunch of other, like, weird stuff. And, like, bro, we were driving through Richmond, right? And,
oh, okay, I think I know what you're gonna say.
We were driving through Richmond, and we were like, okay, yeah, this is great. So, like, we're in Virginia, we're chilling. And then there's, like, these three,
like
these three areas in Virginia. So, if you want to get to Sussex, Virginia, you have to drive... No, I'm sorry. If you're in Sussex, Virginia, you have to drive through Woodbridge to get to Mansbottom.
That's wild, bro.
I'm like,
that's absolutely crazy.
Huh? What does bro mean? What is he talking about? Like, okay, listen. I get it, Virginia. Names can be really hard. But, like, just doing none of that is definitely the way to go. Like, Virginia's a weird state, man. They need to get some new They need to get a new R&D team, or not R&D team. They need to get a new fucking what would you even call that? I don't even know what the fuck you would call that. Whoever names the counties, shut the fuck up, man. Wrap it, pack it up. You're done. It's over. We're all on to you.
Dude.
Wrap it up.
Bro,
Shout out your channel.
Bro, there's
Shout out
freaking dude in Western PA, bro. There's a town called Ohioville.
Huh?
Bro, look up Ohioville, PA, bro.
That's crazy,
dude,
bro.
Dude, what about
And then there's Virginville.
Don't forget about
bro. There's intercourse.
Dude, don't forget about Yo Come Town. Yo Come Town.
Yo Come Town. Bro, E-Sex, dude, that's crazy.
Bro,
they made a town after E-Sex, bro. That's wild.
Bro, who the fuck's naming these places?
Genuine weirdos.
Bro, that's a good ass question, bro. Who is naming these fucking places, bro?
Oh, and before we wrap up the convention, the last thing we had to talk about, because we hinted at it at the very beginning, Chris Chan was there. And
bro.
Me and Liam had no fucking clue, but Chris Chan was there, and pretty sure we did actually see him. We didn't know it was him, but we're pretty sure we saw him. Because
we have to jug him, bro. Jug his ass.
It would have been
or her, bro, or them. I don't. Listen. I'm not trying to be canceled here. Listen.
No, I would have. I would have been hands would have been thrown if I would have known, man. It would have been so done.
Listen, bro. We don't fuck with those people, bro.
No, we fuck up those people.
We don't. No, I said we don't fuck with those people. We don't fuck with those people. But we fuck them up, chat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
Chat, type one in the chat if you agree.
Yeah, hey guys, get this video to 10,000 likes if you hate Chris Chan.
Yeah, wait, bro, how is that person? How is that person not in prison?
I don't know. We live in a society.
That's so crazy.
But yeah, they were just as like Ahsoka when we were there. We saw like a few Ahsokas. I genuinely wonder if one of them was actually Chris Chan, because man, that would have been so fucking weird. But I've only found out through TikTok that like bro was there. Like he was at like a Q&A or panel or something like that. It was so fucking weird. But I mean, luckily we didn't. That's
absolutely bonkers.
But I mean, to wrap it up, unless you have anything else you want to say, Liam, I genuinely feel like a very good convention. Very fun experience. Yeah. I would 100% do it again. I spent a shit ton of money, but do I have any regrets? No.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, no, we got Richmond next for sure, though.
Dude, I want to go to Richmond, but I don't know if I had the money.
Whether it was this year or next year, but like
real, yeah. But anyway. To segue into our next topic, because I'm sure you guys have been wondering why the fuck Ghostface is here on the thumbnail. We gotta talk about Lights Out. Because, man, Lights Out, and I know I'm probably the only one in this chat that's actually played it, but, man, would I love to go on a fucking tangent about this game mode. So...
Oh, I'm sure I'll have some things to say.
So, what is Lights Out, for those who are wondering? Lights Out is the very first limited time game mode that Dead by Daylight has finally put out in their base game.
Like Fortnite, like LTMs, bro.
Yeah, it's like a I think they call it something. I think it's called a limited time modifier, but I mean it's the same fucking shit. It's a limited time game mode.
That's still pretty cool.
And here's how it works. With this game mode, if you're playing Survivor, you get to bring no items, no perks, no offerings, no add-ons, etc. It's literally just, you bring a character, that's it. And if you're playing Killer, you don't get to bring any perks, you don't get to bring any add-ons, and you don't get to bring any offerings. So you're just playing whatever Killer it is, base kit, that's it. And once you load into a match, you'll pretty much see that there is like a little like circle radius of like what you can see, and everything else is black. You can't see across the map, you can't see anything. It's literally just whatever's in that radius. So it's kind of like if you're playing against Dredge, who is like the killer that goes in between lockers when he goes into Nightfall. But like it's a bit more clear and it's not as hard to see. But you don't see as far. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but not really at the same time. I don't know. You'd have to see it. But anyway, I think this game mode is very cool for the fact that you don't get to bring any perks. It's literally just playing base Dead by Daylight, and this is originally what I thought Dead by Daylight would be like when I first started playing it in 2019, when I had no clue what the hell the game was or anything like that. Like, I think it's very cool that we're going back to the actual horror origins of the game and finally incorporating it. Which, by the way, another thing of Killer is you have no terror radius. However, you do actually get to see the auras of gens, where they're at on the map. For Survivor, gens, so that way you can find them, they're actually started, like, probably at 1%, if not maybe lower, just to the point where you can hear them, but you, like, obviously won't be able to see the auras of them. When it comes to playing Survivor, the only auras you'll really see is down teammates and, like, hook teammates. That's it. And so the part of this where it becomes really OP is the fact that they give you no fucking information on anything. Like, when you're playing Survivor, you don't get to see gen progress. If you're downed, you don't see how much progress you have until you're, like, up again. You literally can't see any of that. And remember the feature that they added where you can see what your teammates are doing? Like, if they're on a gen, if they're doing a totem, any of that stuff? Gone. It's not in there. But of course, when you play Killer, Dead by Daylight clearly didn't think out how every single killer would work. They disabled Freddy for this game mode, which I think makes sense because Freddy has, like, the nightmare area, or whatever you want to call it, like the nightmare world, where, like, everything's white, so it just wouldn't work in this game mode. And also he's, like, invisible for, like, a pretty far distance, until he's, like, I don't know, 5 meters within you. Or within your radius, not okay, I worded that bad, but you get the idea. But anyway, the big killers to play in this game mode, if you just want to be a sweaty fucking loser tryhard, is any killer that has a thing called Killer Instinct. And if you don't know what Killer Instinct is, it's this feature where essentially, depending on what the ability of the killer is, it'll do, like, this flashing, pulsing thing that shows you exactly where a survivor is. So, for example, the Legion, my least favorite killer in the game, whenever you hit a survivor
That's
with
the best
ability,
one, though.
Okay, dude, wrap it up. And you're out of the podcast. See you, buddy.
Wait.
Oh
like,
my god.
Best in what way? Like, best as in, like, best competitively, or best as in most fun to play?
What? Like?
No, I'm not asking Gunnar.
Dude, no, I was trolling, bro.
Okay.
That was the other podcast episode.
No, I got you. Because I thought that you were about, like, that you meant, like, it's the best killer in the game, and I'm like, that's actually, like, an interesting conversation that I think that could be had, but I disagree with. But no, you're trolling. No, so don't worry about it.
But yeah, so Legion literally essentially just should not be in the game mode because of this Killer Instinct feature, because it takes away the whole point of the game mode. The whole point of the game mode is that you're supposed to be clueless, you can't see shit. How is it fair that a killer should have Killer Instinct and just somehow know where every survivor is when there's not even any perks in it that you should, like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes away the whole point of immersion of this game mode, so why even have him to begin with? Or at least, the one way I can see it working is, like, maybe if the survivor is in your, like, radius of, like, sight that you can actually see, then I think maybe that would be fair to have Killer Instinct then. But, like, aside from that, when a survivor's, like, across the map and they're, like, getting hit by Killer Instinct, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. And then you have the people on Twitter who will defend it and be like, actually, these people are crying about me playing Legion. Like, lol, what a dumbass, what a loser. And I saw that, like, 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm like, dude, you're literally sweating in a fucking, like, fun game mode. What are you talking about? Like, you're the one that looks like a fucking asshole. What?
Do you want to know what my only thoughts on this game mode in terms of, like, you know, not necessarily how it should be played inherently, but, like, what it should be like?
What do you think?
I think that this Legion problem kind of goes away. I think that this Legion problem completely goes away if they get rid of the whole lights thing and you can just see normally. Just literally make a Dead by Daylight game mode with no perks, and only killer ability. I think a Dead by Daylight game mode where the only thing that you get are killer powers and killer abilities, and survivors only get items would be peak. I would play Dead by Daylight again if they made that a thing.
I mean, I agree with you, but like for this game mode, like where you're literally in the dark, and the whole point is like you're supposed to be fucking immersed in the game. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't think it's very fair either. But I will say though that Legion is like there's one aspect of this that you can use here, like that you can use to your advantage, but like I'll agree with you that I don't think it's fair, but I like because I'm like thinking about it and I'm like, okay, there's a way that you could play around it, but like Dead by Daylight is supposed to be a fucking party game. Like, I hate thinking about this game. I hate strategizing in it. It's so fucking dumb. It's such a like this game should be a game that you can just kind of pick up and play, and like I shouldn't have to worry about there being like this meta-defining god that like cheeses the system, because like at the end of the day, like that's like people aren't trying to play the game and be good. They're literally just trying to cheese the system with this fucking nonsense character that does something that doesn't work well. And like, again, like if behavior decided that Freddy is too overpowered because he can just see people anyway, then why is Legion allowed?
Which I should also stress that Legion isn't the only character that has like the killer instinct. There's like
but no one else is as good. No one else is as good at all.
Well, actually, that's not true. Artist is pretty good. Artist is well,
like no, Artist is good, but her killer instinct isn't very like.
Well, yeah, it's not the same thing as Legion, but she definitely still has it. Like I played a game last night, and it actually is pretty fucking easy to play Artist in that game mode.
Imagine you just kind of shoot crows at gens, and then there you go.
That's it. But yeah.
So I think it seems interesting. Like, I'd be willing to try it, but again, like I think that peak Dead by Daylight would be just give me a game mode where just give me a game mode where I can see normally it's just regular Dead by Daylight, but survivors only get items and killers only get add-ons.
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like add-ons is also kind of busted too. Especially if you're looking at some killers, like Michael Myers, who is very add-on reliant, or you got fucking other killers like Blight, who's a very fucking overpowered killer when he has add-ons. Like, I don't know.
Right. I see what you're saying, but so my big thing here is that like think about how much better items are going to be for survivors when there aren't perks that just kind of nullify them. And what I mean by that is like there's like, there's literal perks for killer that just go like, "Oh, hello survivor. That little item that you have does actually nothing because I have this add-on that says that it does nothing." So, like I don't know. I think that it'll kind of I think it'll kind of balance itself in a way, because now like I don't know, I'm not worried about that necessarily, and then if they are and that starts to become a problem, then what they can do to accommodate that problem would be to just start balancing add-ons. Like, if add-ons are too good, then, just fucking balance them. And it'll be like Dead by Daylight would be so much easier to balance if perks were a non-issue and it was literally just add-ons and items, because then you could make them better or worse accordingly. And the other thing is too, is like people kind of forget this about Dead by Daylight, but like you have 4 people, and at the end of the day, like if you're losing as a survivor, it's probably because your team's shit or you're shit. And that's just kind of how it is. I don't think there's ever been a state of Dead by Daylight where killer has been so broken that the capacity of having 4 people who can all do different things doesn't completely unbalance the game. Not that Dead by Daylight is an easy game to balance, because that's not necessarily what I'm saying. But like at the end of the day, 4 people who can all share information is just better than 1 person who can get information through perks.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I don't know. I hope they continue to go further because I missed Dead by Daylight. I poured a lot of time into that game. I poured a lot of money into that game, and holy shit, I'm gonna say this as loosely as possible, but I miss playing it kinda. So I'd like to play it again, but I think that if they drop this specific exact game mode that I'm talking about, I'd probably give it another shot. But if they're just gonna make if they're just gonna make some weird party game out of it, then I'm not really interested. But that's what's unfortunate is that I just don't know because not everyone is as good of a game developer, and I'm not saying this ironically, as Fortnite, where they actually kind of listen to their fucking community. Like Behavior is the worst game developer maybe ever.
That goes to Game Freak. That might actually go to Game Freak, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those two, honestly. They're both pretty shit.
I can't wait in 2 or 3 weeks when Pokemon announces a new game instead of taking a year break to make an actual good game. That'll be so fun.
You think they're gonna do that?
Unlikely, but man, if they actually take a break to make a good game, I would applaud them. I'd be very shocked, and I would applaud them though. Cause man, dude, just Power World really fucked them up, dude. Not I know you weren't here for Power World episode last week, but man, dude, the sales on Steam for Power World are fucking insane. They broke records, dude. Shit was wild. So, I don't know. I would like to hopefully see them take a break or maybe focus on spin-off games. Dude, give us a fucking Pokemon Conquest 2 and I'll be really happy, to be honest with you. If they do that where it's not Game Freak officially making it, then I'd be pretty happy with that. But yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about in today's episode?
I got nothing. So.
Alright.
Damn.
Then I'll probably wrap it up here. Thank you guys for stopping in and listening. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Not sure if we're going to be doing an episode next week or the week after. We'll have to see. Jordan wasn't able to join us today, as you guys probably noticed. But he should hopefully be here for next week's episode. And I want to say, yeah, I don't know if we're going to have a specific event episode like we have been doing the last few times. I've really been enjoying those. So, I mean, hey, if we have any fun ideas, we'll definitely bring them here for you guys. But with that being said, thank you guys for listening. And I will see you guys next time. Keep it virtual. Peace.
Peace.